What up, though, Black Fridays family? Welcome back to another installment of the Black Fridays podcast. Before we get into today's episode, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, drop a comment as well, and show some love to the platform. Now, we are continuing our Legacy Business Series here at the Legacy Lounge. We're sitting in the middle of Hot Sam's, and we are talking to our historic Black-owned legacy businesses in the city of Detroit in partnership with Hot Sam and the Legacy Business Project. Now, I have a very special guest that you can see sitting next to me. I have Michelle of Graham's Printing. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, and yourself? How are you?
I'm doing great.
Thank you.
So let's start here. First, congratulations. You had
Thank
just
you.
won a grant for from the Legacy Business Project, the city of Detroit. How does that feel to be able to make that achievement?
It feels wonderful. Wasn't expecting to win the grand prize, but glad we did.
Yeah.
And it's a truly a blessing and a wonderful feeling. I mean, just overjoyed right now.
Yeah. Very good.
Exactly.
Very good. And in terms of Grams, you all have been around for 60 years, celebrated 60 years
Yes.
in earlier this year. What does that, I want to start with asking you, what does the word legacy in general mean for you?
It means a lot. It's just that you carrying something on. My boss, Cecil Graham, who's the founder, passed away going on 9 years next month. And he believed in family-owned business and leaving legacy and leaving us with something that we can carry on to give to our children, and they can carry on as well. That was his vision, and so hopefully we can still do what we need to do.
Absolutely. And so 60 years of legacy and business for Grams. Could you explain to us, because I don't think I fully understand what goes into the printing business and what that includes. So could you kind of break down Grams and the services that you all have been providing over the years and what you currently offer?
Okay, well, we offer a lot of services as far as printing. We do funeral programs, we do business cards, letterheads, invitations, copies, envelopes, coin envelopes, bulletins, brochures, anything concerning in the lines of printing. You know, community service as far as when our customers come in, if they need something, we fax it, you know, put it off the computer for them, even send it for them if we have to, you know. So anything that we need to do to, you know, help our customers.
And you tell me fax machines are still around.
Yeah, they still are. People still do use fax machines. 'Cause a lot of times people come in and say, I need to fax it. Well, I can email it for you. It's like, no, you have to fax it. So fax machines are still around.
Wow.
We still use them. I mean, not as much as we used to, but you
They
still
still
have to
around.
fax, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. And in terms of your relationship with Grams, and when did you get involved with the business, and what was your relationship to the business before you got into ownership?
I got involved with Graham's Printing back in 1986. I was going to WC3, and Mr. Graham knew one of my teachers, and he was looking for someone that knew how to type. I knew how to type, and so she was looking for a job. You know, I'm looking for a job. You know, I was working 2 jobs then, you know. So I started working. I started in the part-time. Years later, I started working full-time and been there ever since then. You know, carrying on, doing whatever I do. I mean, I have learned an awful lot. And like my boss always said, you know, once you learn it, can't nobody take it away from you. So he was big on teaching and you learning. And you working much as, yeah. You truly have to work.
For sure. And at any point in time, did you ever want to go into ownership for yourself at Grams? Was that ever in the future or in the vision for you to take over the business?
Well, actually, I have a partner. It's 3 of us.
Okay.
No, it's not. So he's left it, you know, to all of us to carry it on. And I guess, you know, he felt as though because I was, you know, loyalty and I was there so long that, you know, that he knew that I had a love for the printing business and I had a love for Graham's Printing, and I do. You know, so he just left it to all of us to carry it forward and leave it to the next generation after we're done with it.
Yeah. And you say you started in 1986. So since 86 to present day, what are some of the changes that you've seen either with Grams or in the industry as a whole?
Printing presses. You know, we first started, it was a lot of black and white back then. And the difference in the computers, the technology, and a lot of times now you don't even have to use your press. These copiers are doing a lot with the copiers now, the color copiers and everything. And you have some copiers that would even stitch stuff for you, you
Mm.
know. But we still use our old stitcher because it's better for us to use instead of using the other machine. But it has changed a lot. You know, just like you say now, a lot of kids stuff, they using this AI stuff, and
Mm.
it's just, you know, a lot of people, they use different programs, but they can't print. And that's
Yeah.
still where I come in at, you
Yeah.
know. Not so more as the typesetting end now, but more so on the printing end of it because they don't have nothing to print it on.
Yeah.
Because they got them home printers can't take that kind of volume.
Yeah.
So they still, you know, have to come to a commercial business to get their stuff printed out as well.
And that was my next question I was going to ask in terms of like the digital age that we live in now, where, like I said, like I'm still shocked that people still have to fax stuff, but that's still
Yes,
how things are done,
yes.
apparently. But just wondering, how does that impact, or how did that change the business? Like, did it make it more challenging for you all in the printing business? Did it make work a lot easier? What's your take on
Both.
that? Okay.
Challenging, and it made it easier because in the digital age, if someone does their own setup and layout and stuff, other than me, it may have to tweak it. It's easier that I can print it, you know, for them. And then in the hindrance is that, well, if they're doing that, then they say don't need my service, you know. So it's like a two-way thing, you
Yeah.
know, good and bad,
Yeah.
you know. So we just do what we have to do.
And so, present day, what is your title at Grams, and then what would you say your day to day looks like with the business?
My title at ground right now, I'm the president. And my day to day is taking in jobs, waiting on customers, making customers feel confident that I can do their job. I'm there to, you know, I do everything I need to do. You know, the building closed at 4:30, but a lot of times we there late. We work on the weekends if we have to. Whatever we have to do to get our jobs done and get them out, that's what we do. And that's the way, you know, we was trained to make sure that when we take it in, we make sure it gets done.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
What would you say is the secret sauce to Grams that you all have? Like, what has been able to make the business last for 60 years, and you've been there for the majority
40,
of
yeah.
the 60s. So what do you feel like has been the special sauce for you all this time?
Hard work, determination, loyalty, getting the jobs done and getting them out. You know, doing whatever you have to do to make sure you have a satisfied customer. And we have a lot of legacy customers that still, you know, come in, use us, and, you know, and we have become a part of their family. They have also become a part of ours. So, you know, we just, all around shop, we just do what we have to do, you know. So, you know, that can't be taken away from us, you know. We don't like, well, we closed now, so I ain't going to do this job. I don't have to wait. No, whatever it takes to get that job done, we going to stay here and get this job done. So we hard workers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And in terms of the industry, have you all been able to see like other competitors or people that you have known in the industry like come and go over these 60 years, and what has that been like?
A few of them, a couple of them I can't probably could remember, but I have seen a lot of new ones come in and they still holding their own and stuff. But I have seen a few of them that when we first started are not open now, you know. But you know, I guess with time, stuff changed, or maybe something happened and they didn't have nobody take on their business or something. So I don't know.
Yeah. And so it's interesting in terms of legacy businesses in the city because primarily they're going to be family owned. And
Yes.
even though you all have been able to curate your own family from the business, as you had mentioned, you and your business partners, and then also your boss who had left the business to you all. Wanted to get your perspective of not necessarily being blood related family, but like building that family over time and how that relationship has been able to sustain all these years.
Well, my other two partners are the blood related. I'm the
Okay.
only one that's not blood related.
Okay,
But,
okay.
you know, but you be around somebody so long, it's
You
almost like your
it's the
family
same.
anyway. So
Yeah.
you know, just the difference in the bloodline. But like I said, the way we was trained and we all worked together, no matter what, and just the hard work and when you're working for yourself, it's something about just being your own boss. You know what I'm saying? And then you training, like this past summer, I had my granddaughter there with me. She's 13, and I knew she could type. I said, well, here, come over here and type this up. She was waiting on customers and doing little small stuff, but teaching her now that hard work. It carry you a long way. Just can't sit around there. Somebody gonna hand you something. You gotta get out there and
Get to
put
it.
your boots on the ground. Gotta grind. So just hopefully she'll take that along with her and my grandson. My children have it, but they want to make sure that you leaving them a legacy. Like they can't never say they seen their grandmama sitting down. She was always working.
Come on now.
Go
ahead.
She was always working. So like when they ask for something, wait a minute, hold up now. What you finna do to get it? Because I ain't finna give it to you. You gonna have to work for this.
Right.
My youngest son standing over there, he started when he was young. My boss used to put an apron round on him and let me find something for you to do. It started them young. Then that way they know about working.
Yeah. Are there, speaking of your kids and grandkids, are there any new age technologies or like digital media, social media? Are those things that you all have adopted into the business over time, or are you all still kind of doing things more traditionally?
Still kind of doing things more traditional because something new age stuff just done blow my mind a little bit. I'm trying to catch on to a lot of stuff because I was just talking to my granddaughter last week, and what's that
ChatGPT?
Thank you. She was telling me about that, and I was saying, she said, no, that is AI. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. And she was showing me some stuff. I'm like, okay, wow. I said, this is a lot, so just trying to filter in and learn how to do a lot of this new age stuff they got coming out and everything.
Yeah.
But anything that go wrong, I can always go back to the old way of doing it, and it still works.
That's a word right there.
Yeah, it'll still work, because I was teasing her about saying, okay, y'all gonna get enough of that iRobot stuff, but okay, go ahead, do your thing. But I can still do this over here the same way, but you might do a little bit quicker, but stuff. So.
Do you have anything that you really enjoy about the printing business and the work that you all do?
The customers that I meet.
Okay.
The customers that I meet and stuff, and when they call back and tell me that whatever I did for them was beautiful, they appreciate, they love it. I mean, just be so humble and everything. And then I know that I got a customer for life behind that. They will always keep coming back because they know I'm going to take care of them. When you come in, I don't rush you. To take your time, do what you got to do. Because sometimes people be, especially when they coming in for programs, people be calling them so much, they come there, it's quiet. They can sit down, do whatever they got to do. I'll let them go and sit there at the table. When you ready, I'll go ahead and help you and do what I got to do. But when they call you back and tell you how beautiful that program was, it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Or whatever they do. Or when you do a business card, flyer, or something, they say, that's it. It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
So you appreciate it.
What's some of the challenges in terms of the printing business? Because I know it could be very, people can be very particular about their orders and stuff like. It might not necessarily understand how things work when it comes to graphic design or printing. So like, what are some of the challenges?
Well, the challenges of that is when you break it down and tell them and show them, or you explain to them, or when you tell them, well, you can't tell me it's gonna cost you this, that. they'll change their tune a little bit.
Right.
They will change their tune,
right.
But I guess they appreciate when you explain stuff to them. A lot of times you explain it to them and explain it simple so they can understand it. You get the big, okay, I got it. And then a lot of times with these different new programs and people bring their stuff in, I'll be like, okay, when you come in, bring your laptop, because I know 9 times out of 10 it ain't gonna be set up right. And I'll usually be right.
Right.
I have to send them back. You fix it, whatever. Give it back to me. Put it in. Okay, you got to do this, that. So it's a back and forth. So it's challenging, but it's rewarding too.
Okay.
When you get the customers and then they'll recommend other customers to you and stuff. And then a lot of times you can't satisfy everybody.
Right.
So I don't worry about those.
Right.
So out of 100%, I satisfy 90. I'm good.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You're not going to be able to get everybody.
Oh, no. You can't.
You can't.
And if you do, I don't.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Exactly. Do you, what are some of the larger printing jobs that y'all have done, like in the city? Like, have you worked with, for example, City of Detroit or any?
I have done some stuff for Legacy Group,
Okay.
City of Detroit, and we also union printers. So I have done a lot of union stuff for,
Okay.
the big threes or any local organization. So, so I do have a union bug, so that helps a lot too.
And when you say union printing, you mean printing for the unions, or do you mean like
For the unions?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they have to have the bug on there. So if you're a union printer, you can get a lot of union work. So that helps us out a lot as well too.
Wow. And what is it like having those repeat customers over the years? Because I'm sure if you once you get in with those, especially like the unions, like they're gonna come back to you often.
It feels good. It feels good when you see a returning customer come, or they come with somebody in their family, or they tell somebody, so and so told me to come by here. Y'all take care of me, or or if they call and say, hey, Michelle or Harold or somebody, I'm sending somebody over to take care of them. We take care of them. And it's a good feeling. They have customers that keep, like I say, coming back all the time, and it just make you feel good.
And are you all doing, I know you do traditional printing, obviously, like on paper and posters, signs, things like that. Are you doing printing on garments as well?
Yeah,
like
we
clothing?
do T-shirts and stuff. T-shirts, bags, cups, pens, pencils, anything that we can put something on. We can put it on there.
So I got a question for you. Do you all set up, so you know how drop shipping works, where like you send your design somewhere, they print it out for you, and they mail it out for you? Do you all get into that business, or you just do like specialized orders for people when they reach out for like garment printing and stuff like that?
Well, garment printing, I don't do the drop thing. Most of the people come in for us to print T-shirts and stuff. It's usually local people. So I haven't ever sent anything out of town, nothing like that yet.
Okay. And so talk to me about the process of if someone was to come to Graham's and they wanted to get some brochures printed out for an event that they had coming up. Like, what would that process look like for me to start with you all once I come in with my idea?
Okay,
and then
once you come in with your, I'm sorry, I may cut you.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay. Once you come in with your idea, I see what you want me to do, what you did. If you already have design laid out, set up, I see what you got, print it out. We'll go over it. If you need to change something, move something, I'll tell you this, that's the so. And then we just go from there, and then we can go and print it and get it to you. And most jobs take at least 4 to 5 days, give or take.
Okay.
But if it's something that you brought into me, a little bit less of time, as long as I know if everything's set up correctly.
And what's the smallest quantity that you all print of anything? Like, do you do one-offs, or does it have to be like you got to have a certain amount of quantity?
My minimum quantity is 100.
Okay.
But I'm flexible. I can go down to 50, 25. This depends on what I need to do and what you try for me to do. So it just depends.
Okay.
A lot of people call, they ask you price for something. So what I say, well, and then sometimes people like, well, you tell me, I'm gonna ask you everything I need to know about this particular job. I just can't give you a price for something, and I ain't never seen it. I need to find out what you're doing. Then they say, oh, well, I'll call you back, because they don't know what all they want in it. So once you tell me what you're putting in, I can about tell you what you need.
Got you. Okay. So I want to have some fun on Black Fridays, and I want to introduce you to my favorite part, which is Freestyle Friday. So, Miss Michelle, I hope you got some rap bars you can give us.
I don't have no rap bars. I'm going to tell you that right now. Oh, my goodness, I do not have no rap bars. I don't even too much listen to rap. I mean, I listen, but, some of this stuff is way out. I'm over old school person, but no, I don't have no rap bars. I can't help you with that one.
All right, for sure.
I can listen, but I can't help you with
Okay. Well, I'll ask you some rapid fire questions so we can learn a little bit more about you. So what would you say is your favorite hidden gem in Detroit?
My favorite hidden gem in Detroit? Any shopping mall. Truly, any shopping mall. And we don't have a lot here, because, we used to love Eastland. Oh, I used to really love Northland.
Oh, yeah.
But any shopping mall is one of my favorite gyms in Detroit. And I love downtown, too. Just the parking, but I do love downtown.
Okay. Do you have a favorite customer moment that you could share with us over the years?
Oh, I have a lot of them, but I'm trying to think. I have I have a lot of them, but just one I could think of. One of my good customers, Miss Vickers.
Mm-hmm.
Met her back in the '80s. She used to work for DTE. She was retired now. She came in with this program. And you know, a lot of folks when they come in, they sticklers, like you said, and they this. And I sit there and I looked there and I listened to her and everything like that. You know, probably looking at me thinking I didn't know what I was doing. But once we got into it, she got her job and everything. And she looked at me like, "Oh, you knew it? Yeah, I know what I was doing, but I
Yeah.
was gonna let you go ahead and talk." You know,
And
but
show
and
you.
since then, she's been one of my true favorites and been coming back to me for years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she just when we got the when they put it on the news about the award,
Mm-hmm.
she called me and told me she was so proud of me. And that made me feel good. That really did, you know. And she's still sticking around. She's been a customer of ours for over 30 years,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But that really felt good coming from her to me. I really appreciated that, you
Nice.
know.
That's amazing.
Hmm.
And I gotta ask you, if your phone could only do one of these functions and no other function, would you rather it only be able to call people, video call people, or text message people?
Call.
Okay.
I don't, you know.
You,
Texting, no.
don't.
Sorry, right, video, I call.
Okay.
Hmm. Call. I read conversation. No.
Mm.
All that texting and stuff. I ain't finna read all that. And that's just, and I type. I ain't finna be doing all that.
Yeah, just call
and,
me.
Yeah, and people, you know, they type, but I can't. I be pushing. No, that is too long, and I forgot what all I'm finna say in the conversation. So
Uh-huh.
I don't need to do all that.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
And last but not least, what's your favorite piece of technology?
The computer. Yeah, I always have to say the computer. I like to sit in front of the computer. Uh, and just learn knowledge, whatever. But I say the computer, cause the phone, I don't know how people looking at. No, I can't do the phone. Laptops, cool, but I guess I just need a big screen so I
Yeah.
can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Got you. Well, thank you for partaking in Freestyle
Thank
Fridays.
you,
And
thank you.
I want to ask you, as we close out, what's on the horizon for Grants Printing? So you just won this grant. You all just celebrated 60 years. And so what do you see on the horizon for the business?
Us going further in our business, much further. Like I say, leaving a legacy, doing improvements, um, getting more customers, doing more business. You know, that's what I see for us, just doing more business.
And for the folks who want to do business with you all, who want to reach out, they want to partner, they need some orders, how can they find you? Phone number, email, social media, what's all that?
Our phone number is 313-925-1188. We're located at 8620 Gratiot between Van Dyke and Harper, right off of Burns. There's a big orange and brown building. The email is kind of long, so
Okay,
the
you don't
other
have to
way
get the
they can
email.
read it.
All right, make sure that you call Grams Printing for sure, or go to the location and check them out. Well, Miss Michelle, we appreciate you for
I
coming on the
appreciate you as
podcast.
well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You know, I guess it wasn't like I thought it was gonna be, but it is like I don't know what I thought. But it's comforting. This is really nice. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that it was
Yes.
an enjoyable experience for
Yes,
you,
it
and
was.
grateful
Yes, it
to
was.
have you here in the Legacy Lounge, is what we're
Yes,
calling it
thank you,
here
dear.
at Hot Sam. So
Thank you.
love the work that you all are doing, and
Thank you.
hope to be able to work with you all in the future.
Yes, please do.
Yes,
Please
absolutely.
do. Thank you.
Of course.
All right, dear.
All right, everybody watching, listen, tap in with y'all soon. Peace.